The roller coaster of emotions of Charles Lester recruitment is over. The five-star cornerback has committed to Florida State. The 6'1", 175-pound DB just announced the news from his ceremony in Florida. This is big news for the Noles, who were sweating it out in recent days as Charles Lester made a last-minute stop in Boulder, Colorado to meet with Coach Prime. But in the end, it's Florida State. Let's bring on Director of Recruiting for On3, Chad Simmons. Chad, Alabama and Georgia were part of this recruitment for a while, but on decision day, there's really only two teams in this one, Colorado and FSU. How were the Seminoles able to pull this one out?
I think we've touched on this before, Josh. I mean, just the consistency, the comfortability, it's been there, a dozen plus times. He knows the staff inside out. He's connected with multiple players on the team, even the town, the community. He just feels good and comfortable in that environment. And again, he grew up a diehard Florida State fan, has played for the Seminoles from Pop Warner up through Little League and into, obviously went to high school, but and now it gets to end up being a Seminole in his collegiate career. So he's had dreams of playing for Florida State. He's had dreams of being a Seminole. And I think if it came down to one key reason, I've said before, it's Mike Norvell. There's been some changeover in the staff with Woodson going to Arkansas. That was his lead recruiter. Sertan came in, did a great job there too, quickly connecting with Charles Lester. But I think it just comes down to the trust, the relationships, and being comfortable around the people in that program.
Yeah, Mike Norvell and Florida State, they avenged the heartbreak loss of Travis Hunter just 2-3 years ago at the hands of Deion Sanders. What kind of statement was made with the addition of Lester?
It's a big win. There's no denying that for Mike Norvell in that program. But they've had those wins this year already, beating Miami for Ricky Knight, beating Ohio State for Elijah Moore. They've won some battles, flipping Landon Thomas from Georgia. So obviously they built off that momentum last year on the football field, carry it over to the recruiting trail here this year in the spring and summer. And it's a big win. Obviously, Prime is not going to give up on this one, and he wants to, take it to Florida State, that personal level, that him playing there, and maybe him thinking he got looked over as a head coaching candidate, years ago and things like that. But this is no way, how you look at it. This is a big statement win for Mike Norvell.
Charles Lester has been on the recruiting scene since really his sophomore year. What type of player are the Seminoles getting in five-star cornerback Charles Lester?
A lockdown kid with a lot of potential and upside. Still kind of thin, has to build on that frame, add some muscle, play a little bit more, I think, physical. Can learn how to tackle better, but he's a lockdown guy with great length, great ball skills, awareness, a guy that you can kind of put on that best receiver, whether he's on the field or boundary side in the secondary at Florida State. But I think a kid that has that quiet confidence about him, he believes he can win any one-on-one matchup against a receiver in front of him, and a guy that's going to be, I think, fun for Florida State fans to watch grow and mature in Tallahassee.
Yeah, huge addition at a position of need for Florida State. Patrick Surtain coming in, getting it done in his first year on the trail with FSU, landing a five-star corner. Chad, in this day and age of recruiting, I just got to ask, is this one done, or do you think we'll see a push at some point from Deion Sanders in Colorado and try to get him to flip?
Well, the only way we could say, quote unquote, it's done, Josh, if there's like a new signing day August 1st instead of later on in December. I don't think anything really is ever done. I think we could see Charles take visits. Obviously, he'll be back to Florida State. We know, at least I feel like his heart's with Florida State right now. I think he feels good about this decision. He's, again, going back to taking probably close to 20 visits to Tallahassee throughout the recruiting process. So I know he feels good about Norvell, the program. But again, nothing signed. It's only a verbal commitment. So nothing is official. Nothing can be called, I don't think, done 100% just yet.
All right, Chad. Well, Florida State fans are celebrating a big recruiting win, and it didn't always seem like it was going to go this way. Just a few days ago when Charles Lester was in Colorado, FSU fans were on the edge of their seat, but today it's over. Charles Lester is a Seminole. Chad Simmons, thanks for stopping by the Inside Scoop.
Anytime. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that subscribe button for me, and remember to check out all the videos
on the On3 YouTube page.